Okay, so uh, mimi I like whenever my brain is not functioning well, at sometimes I normally find myself natoka tu and najipatia some kind of break, and I like sport the most. And yesterday, this is where now I got to have a thought of discussing this today and trying to connect with or where I'm sitting from. So yesterday I went to somewhere because nimesema I like sports. So I was going to Soezi somewhere, and I met a certain guy, friend of mine yesterday. That is, so this friend of mine had something called walkie-talkie. I believe most of us wanajuanga these walkie-talkies that most our security men wanatumia to pass some kind of information, and there must be a reason for that. Sijui kama mujai ama sijui kama mujai ulijiuliza, why are these people using walkie-talkies and not their phone? So there must be a reason. Mimi sijai jua, but I'm yet to know. So concerning that, from where I sit, from the accounting or from the financial setup, there's what we call principles of confidentiality. This is a cornerstone of professional ethics from the accounts. So this is a principle that it directs us, or it normally expects us not to disclose any information you obtained, you acquired from your client, from your employer. So you must uh, ensure that this information is guarded from reaching to unauthorized characters, so which might make use of that information against your institution or yourself, even as a family. So information is very vital, very important, very imperative. So what I want to say is that whenever we've got such things, such information, remember, in this world, there are people that are full of resources, but they have no ideas, they have no information. And whenever such information lands in their hands, boom, that is their success. So there is this kind of a friend of mine, and which I want to say that let's guard our information. So for us, people from the financial setup, there is financial records, there is internal conversation, there is intellectual property, there is business strategies that we normally acquire from our clients, that we normally acquire from our employers. But then we are not supposed to disclose this information to any other individual unless you are obligated to do that. So you're not supposed to. So remember, information trust is the currency that we have. That is the most important currency that we must keep for ourselves. So this friend of mine, he had a walkie-talkie, and his walkie-talkie, from where I sit, nikasikia what was going on. This guy has his own walkie-talkie from this organization. Maybe, let me say it, so let me put it. Let me call him an organization so that it can fit what I want to convey. So from him as the organization, there's another organization somewhere else. So remember, from his organization with his walkie-talkie, see, you are planning your own things. You have your own things, you have your own plans. And organization B has its own walkie-talkies, has its own people, has its own business strategies, and many things. So this guy with his with this walkie-talkie, so I caught hold of it, and I was like, "Hey guy, ni kama unaongeleshwa," and he was like, "No, that is not. Those one are not our people." And I was like, "How? How is it connected that unaniambia these are not your people?" Kaniambia those are the nearby. That is now the organization B. Those are the nearby people that we normally listen to what they are planning. We normally listen to their conversation. And I was like, is this possible? Walkie-talkie. So meaning, if I have walkie-talkie here, using walkie-talkie here, I can listen to what these other people are saying. I can listen to these people, their conversation. And I was like, okay. And that's why I wanted to say something. That there are people that are suppressed. There are people that are losing currency. There are people that are losing information in this world. And that is why I want to say information is very vital. Remember, there's something that happened the other day with, I believe most of us waliona Mlamu akicomplain about account yake kupotea na those shenanigans that tulisikia. I believe you saw how swift Safaricom was kufanya nini? Kurespond to that. Na wakatoa blame from themselves that we are not connected. Whatever WhatsApp is doing is not part of us. So I was like, I can use WhatsApp bila line. And I was asking myself, let me now download today WhatsApp bila laini nione kama itatumika. Kasema, mwezi tuteza akili. Hizi sio hiyo nini yenu. So that is an information that Safaricom was trying to do what? To protect themselves from tainting their own image. And the same thing, WhatsApp pia wanaweza fanya the same thing to protect themselves from what happened. So I don't want to go there. What I want to say, this is what I want to mention. Young people, especially young people, there are lots of tycoons in this world. There are a lot of people in this world that are trading with our ideas unknowingly. These people, they are paying huge amount of money to access our plans, to access our information. There is this kind of maybe things that you are talking of, mambo na compliance about our the security of our information being guarded, so you must comply with that. I want to tell you that is just for formalities. It is just for formalities. Things are going far. Things are going not the way you are thinking. So what I want to say is that whenever you've got an idea, whenever you've got an information that you feel like this is going to change the face of the community, this is going to change the face of the society, this is going to change the face of my country, let's sit down as the young people, let's sit down as the people that have these ideas, that are endowed with this information, tupigiane. Kama ni kutumia hizo simu, tumia hizo simu kumwambia beshte yako, bro or my sister, let's meet in a certain venue, let's discuss this idea over a cup of tea, over a cup of juice ama maji. So whenever you sit down, plan your things physically. That means you will be the only people that are having that information in your hands, in your tips, how watu mko in that cycle. Whenever such information is leaked, that means the people that are leaking the information is within your cycle. So it will be very easy for you people to discuss and check ni nani alipeana that kind of information. I believe you've seen this kind of politician, these people. There are many things, even like the election that it happened 2022. There are many things that we were seeing, and I was looking at it and I was saying, this game is so sweet, and that's why I like this thing. So you find today we are communicating. Unapata social media that maybe UDA are going to Siaya today, and tomorrow early in the morning unapata wako North Eastern, and you'll be like, kwani ile information tulipata online na hii imefanyika gani ni gani? Which one are we going to follow? And that is why their strategists wamekaa chini wamesema, if we pass this information, we are very sure that it's going to leak. And once we pass this information, there are many people that are going to plan things that are against us, that are against what we are after. And that is why you find people wameplan something like that, and it's a strategy, by the way. So wanakuja online, maybe si lazima watangaze, just making a call, hey guys, we will be going to tomorrow our rally, tunaelekea wapi? We are going to Nakuru tomorrow, kesho. So after we make that call, there are some people that are now doing this. Hey guys, tunakupea certain kind of amount of money. What are they planning? Where are they going? Pesa inatumano. The following day, uko kwa njia, naenda Nakuru. You want to kufuruga hiyo mikutano yao. Naamka asubuhi majamaa wako Mombasa. You are like, we are doomed guys. Sherehe inapigwa huko mbaya sana. Rally inapigwa mbaya sana. So, what I'm saying is that if we've caught the plan as youths, if we've caught the plan, especially anything that concerns business, that money guys, remember that is what the peni ngapi 30 ndio ilitumika kufanya nini mpaka Yesu Kristo akasulubiwa, just the pop. So the information, the kind of information that we have, worth it. The information, the ideas that we have. Remember, in this world, there are many people that they are rich financially, but they have nothing in their brains. They are rich with resources. They have everything, but they have no information. They are only waiting for your information to get out of your brain, to get out of your mouth. And once they have it, you are done. You are gone. And that is why we are saying, vijana, let's sit down. If we are planning to have anything in this world, unless you don't want us maybe to move even an inch in that pyramid. Remember, there are people that are waiting that kind of information that you have to actualize themselves. So we will remain below that pyramid forever. We are not going to be careful in what we are doing. We are not going to be careful in everything that we have. So tuachane na hii mambo ya kudiscuss business ideas over phone call. Tuachane na hii mambo ya kudiscuss any strategy against maybe the brutality that we have over phone call. You might be killed through that phone call. That's why sometimes unapatanga, okay, let me not go that direction because mimi I don't want staki kesi. So I wanted to say this. An information is a currency. An information, an idea that you have, many of these rich people, they don't have. And they are waiting for your utterance of that phone call that you are making to get themselves billionaires. They are billionaires, they are millionaires, whatever. They want to do what? To keep going, to keep going, to keep going. They are using us. Remember, wanasemanga we are normally used sometimes. Tunakaa kama we are like tissue paper, so we are like gumboots. Kukinyesha tu, that is the time that these people wanakumbuka kuna vijana wanafaa kufanya nini? Kufanya kitu for them to have something. So the only time that you will be remembered ni ile mtu ameona kuna dalili ya mvua, and for that reason kuna gumboot nilikuwa nimetupa mahali, and what I have to do is that acha niende nifanye nini, nipige fumbi alafu nifanya nini, niingize kwa mguu, hata kuosh na kutumia vibaya. So let's do this. Use that phone call, tell your friend I have an information, and with this kind of information we are not going to discuss over phone call. Let's meet, let's discuss, let's have the dialogue, let's have the consensus in the table. Discuss. Once you are done, implement it, execute it in vile tu mmestructure that thing kwa hiyo setup mlikuwa mmekalia. But then if we are continue using the same channel, remember kuna mtu alikuwa amesema, if we are doing the same things, don't expect, or the way we've been doing, don't expect some changes. We are not going to change anything. The only thing that we are going to change with this world is to change our mind, to change things the way we are doing. And the way we are doing, the way forward is that you see what you have today. in your hands. You might be that person, that less fortunate individual today with the idea that you have. And there is a millionaire somewhere, sitting somewhere. They have a lot, but for you, you have information. Just share that information na wewe urudi ulale. Na wewe urudi usema I was just nilikuwa nafanya nini? Tulikuwa tunapiga tu story. The following day, unaona mtu ako millionaire just because of that information that you caught and you let it slip your hands. Okay, we might not blame ourselves so much because yes, we might not be having anything, but because they have that advantage, they have everything. So for us, we only have that information and we are not sure that the information that we have is very important. So the more we share ideas among us ourselves, that is the time that we can be able to see now, how are we going to handle this idea? How are we going to monetize what we have? But if we continue to speak, if we continue to sit down and say that, yes, we have the information, but we have no cash. Tungoje mpaka tupate hiyo cash, do we do what? We actualize this. Guys, we are not going to do that. Unless we wake up today, discuss as youths what we are going to do, and we are very ready for that. There are lots of ideas, especially where I'm sitting from. As around, I normally see myself with brilliant minds, and I'm like, hey guys, what are we going to do? And that is the time now I've been telling these guys. There's a day that we're going to let this thing blow. And when it's blow, then we are done. Guys, we don't need a lot to start this. We only need the information that I have, the information that you have, the other guy. Let's combine. Let's build this. It's a resource. The idea that we have is a resource by itself. But then if we continue to sit just mahali tuko, na tunaona tu hii haiendi mahali, that means haiendi mahali kweli. In fact, that is a faith that you have that haiendi mahali. But the moment you decide that I am going to change the way I'm doing things, I am going to change the way other people are viewing me, you promise to yourself that this is the time that I need to change my life. That is the time that you get to see changes. You get to see transformation. You get to see things that you thought you never have. You thought you never had. And that is the time you will be like, oh God, where are these coming from? You've been having them. You've been sitting with them. You've been gambling with your ideas and many other things. But I want to say this. Let's gather our information. If we need to go far, let's guard our information. Let's check our circle. Let's check the kind of channel that we are using to make our conversation, to make our discussion, to give our strategies. Because these are the things that the other people are using them against us. So today, those are the things that I wanted to mention. And it came because of my good friend of mine with that walkie-talkie. So my guys, so let's not just be speaking things and be like, okay. And for that information, for that note, I'm also planning to have something, planning to maybe do something, which I believe when it's right, then we are moving well. We are moving well. I believe so. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time and thank you for everything. So the signature is, let's guide our information. Let's guide our knowledge. Let's guide our ideas, right? That is all what we need. Nothing more, nothing less. Bye.